Okay, we are live again. I was live just before, and then something popped up on my screen. I hit the wrong button and ended it. And it took me long enough to get the courage up to jump on the first time. And just now, I nearly talked myself out of it, but here we are again. I am just jumping on live today to one, be able to have this video pop up in my memories a year from now, just to see how far I've come and remind myself where I've come from, because I really feel like a lot is going to change for me in the next 12 months. And I also wanted to be able to come on and share with you guys about my recent trip to San Diego and California in the USA. So I absolutely love going to America. I fell in love with America in 2018 when I got to spend 5 weeks there. This time it was only about 10-ish days, I think, but oh my God, it was such a full 10 days. I think I had 2 nights of good sleep. The rest of the time it was all like 3 to 5 hours sleep, which for me is just insane that I was even still functioning. Hello, anybody else who needs 9 hours sleep a night. So I went to San Diego in particular for the celebration of the company's 51st anniversary convention. The company that I'm partnered with, it's a Japanese company, and last year I was in Okinawa, a little island off the coast of Japan for it, and this year it was held in San Diego. So I was super excited to be able to go to America again. I went for many reasons. I also many times tried to talk myself out of going, but I knew that was just my ego talking, my ego trying to keep me playing small and playing safe. But I went partly to be able to reignite the fire in my belly. And when you go to these events, you get so inspired, and we often hear the I don't know if you're in anything to do with business, or maybe you can relate it to other things in life. It's good to be inspired, but you also need other things. You need discipline, you need devotion, you need the willingness to take action and be able to show up for yourself. But for me, honestly, I was going to be inspired to be around the people who have gone before me and created massive success for themselves and being able to change their life. And just, yeah, breathe in their belief. So I wanted to share openly and honestly, for me, that's the biggest thing that I struggle with, is believing in myself. I have so much belief in the industry, so like the network marketing, affiliate marketing industry. I've seen people create massive success. I've rubbed shoulders with those people. I know they exist and I know that it's real. I have so much belief in our company, in the company that I'm partnered with. We have the most incredible, heart and soul led founder and CEO, Mr. Oshiro. Once you see him on stage speaking, you can't not have belief in the company and what it is that he is wanting to create, and the belief and the conviction and the passion that he has for the vision that he's creating. It's a 51-year-old company now, and he has a 500-year vision, which is just incredible. And when he's up on stage, there is not a shadow of a doubt that in his speaking, that it's not going to come true what he's wanting to create. And I believe in the products, 1,000%. I back the products, and I honestly believe that one day they will be products that it's just normal for almost every household globally to have them in their house, because they are just so essential to our everyday living. But yeah, Mr. Oshiro's speech, it just breathes so much belief, and that's where I was getting to. Sorry, I believe in the industry, the company, the products, but where I've always fallen short, and the reason that I haven't yet created the success that I want to create, is because I lack belief in myself. So that was another big part of the reason that I went to San Diego, is to be inspired by the leaders and to breathe in their self-belief, and just to be in their energy, feel their conviction, feel their courage codes and take that all in for myself. And yeah, it has absolutely done that. I really feel like my whole energy has shifted, and I'm really excited to be here, which is why I've pushed through the fear of jumping on live in Instagram solo for the first time ever, because I now honestly think, like, who am I to keep this to myself? Like, the world needs to know about this, because I know that there are people out there who are waiting for something like this to be able to land in their lap. Like where I was before I started my online business, I didn't know this is what I needed. I didn't know that what I was looking for. All I knew at the time is that there had to be more to life. And when this landed in my lap, I'm not going to go right into my story now, but it just answered every problem. It solved every problem, and it answered every prayer that I had. So yeah, here I am, getting sidetracked. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys was about my favorite event, the convention. Don't get me wrong, incredible, life-changing, absolutely. The convention, I think there was 4,000 or 6,000 people from all across the globe there, and it was so good to be in that energy, to see the leaders on stage. It was incredible. But for me, the standout event was actually from a woman who is very close to well, she's the founder of our community directly, Christy Exord. Big shout out to you, Christy. And she put on an event called Sales Mastery, and it takes an absolute mammoth effort to put on any event for hundreds of people, let alone an event in a different country for people coming from all across the globe. So it was absolutely incredible. And not only did she organize that, she and herself and, you know, her own close team to do that, she also had the #1 sales trainer, Daniel G, come in and teach us directly and personally, which was incredible. Drop me a 1 in the comments if you know of Daniel G. If you've ever seen him, like, go and look him up on on Instagram. It's like he's just always on peak energy. That man does not turn off, and he was the same on stage. He dropped so much fire, so many truth bombs. And him, along with Ray Higdon, who is another world-class sales trainer, he was like a top leader in the company that he was partnered with for a very long time, I think, and now he's gone on to be a globals sales trainer as well. And he is a very different energy to Daniel G, but he's very heart-led and just such a genuine man. And I'm actually in a closed container within our community with him as well. So I've absolutely loved being able to meet him in person, rub shoulders with him, get a photo. It was so good. But being at that event has literally changed my view on sales. And sometimes I wonder if my view on sales had something to do with my belief, or more so lack of self-belief, to be able to make this work, because it's so common for us to have this like yuck relationship with sales. Like, a lot of people will straight away think of I don't know, sleazy used car salesman or something like that. But to me, I think that's just so outdated. And what sales is now, and how I see it now, is sales solve people's problems. Like, think about it. Everything that you buy, it's either meeting a need of yours, or it's solving a problem of yours, or it's bringing you joy, or you're receiving something that you desire in your life from sales, right? So I do have some notes here. Oh, that's right, because I do lose my train of thought because I'm still so bloody nervous being live, especially on a new platform. So like, for me, when I joined this business, you know, that was somebody selling to me this business, this idea. But the thing is, they sold to me my vision, and they sold to me the solution to problems that I had at the time. And my problems at the time was that I didn't have a voice. I felt so incredibly stuck in many different areas of my life. And the biggest thing was I didn't see a way out of any of those problems. I didn't see any other options for myself. And so the fact that somebody sharing this business with me and selling me the products, which has opened up so much more than just having health and wellness products in my home and having an online business. It's taken me on this massive journey of personal discovery, first of all, then personal transformation and personal growth. And now I get to be here, and I think to myself, who am I not to go and share this with the world? It would be selfish of me to not go and shout this from the rooftops and share this with people, and people who look at it and get a yuck feeling, and they have all the hate around being sold to, or having somebody ask them questions like, where are you now? Where do you want to be? And why haven't you got there up until now? If they don't like that, then maybe this is not for them at this time. I honestly think at some point it would be for them, but maybe it's just not for them right now. But for those people who are willing and open enough to lean into those questions, and you get to ask that for yourself as well. Like, look around you. Where are you now? What is your current reality? And then ask yourself, where do you want to be? Like, how do you want to feel when you wake up in the mornings? How much money do you want in your bank account? Who do you want to be surrounded by? What kind of people? What kind of things do you want to do during the day? Do you want to be able to make decisions for your day-to-day life coming from a place of you need to check your bank account and your calendar? Or do you want to come from this like place of peace and security and expansiveness of you don't need to check your bank account or your calendar to be able to make decisions? And then if that is vastly different to your current reality, you get to ask yourself, well, why? Why, if that's your dream reality, if that's your dream day, why haven't you achieved that yet? Like, isn't that the whole point of life? We get so stuck in this thing of wake up, go to a job, even though we hate it. We settle for the bare minimum in so many areas of our life, especially our bank accounts. And then we come home, maybe we drink to, get rid of the feelings and the thoughts of how miserable we actually are. And then we see people online wanting to share with us and sell to us an idea that there is more to life. But we scroll past, or our ego says, oh no, that's, not for me, or it's a scam or something like that. So yeah, I went on a bit of a tangent there. I didn't know that was all coming up. So if you're here watching me live, thank you for listening to that. I've lost my train of thought a little bit now, but yeah, I just wanted to jump on and really share that. And I want to have this video here for me to look back on a year, to be able to see how far I've come and remember my trip to San Diego, my solo trip to America. I flew over by myself. I made all the plans by myself. I landed in LA International Airport with nothing booked, no accommodation, no transport, no nothing. I didn't even know where I was going to go. And that for me was a huge step, and it just takes me back to the time what I said before. Like, I was someone, I had no voice. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. So for me to go and do something like that and land at an international airport in a different country and be like, right, where am I going? What do I want to do? Turns out I wanted to book a motel in Santa Monica. I caught an Uber, got rid of my luggage, got changed, and went for a walk to the famous Santa Monica Pier. And the childlike joy that I felt in doing that, in just living without a plan, and sometimes having no plan is the best plan, it just brought me so much joy. And it just reminded me of how desperately I want to be able to have fun and have joy in my life. And it sounds so obvious, but like, when was the last time that you felt that real childlike joy in your heart, in your soul, in your belly, like, and you just couldn't wipe the smile off your face? Like, that's how I felt that day. And the next day, when I hired a push bike and I rode along the path from Santa Monica to Venice Beach on my own, I just loved it. Even now, just thinking about it, I just feel so happy. So yeah, that's really the point of life, I think, is to be in our joy, to have fun, and we get to be able to make decisions in our life that create a reality where we get to live out those dreams and those spur of the moment adventures that we want to have, and those crazy ideas and thoughts. But things like a bank account or a calendar or our responsibilities hold us back. But yeah, if you are watching this and you are somebody who is a little bit curious now after listening, or you just want some more information, or maybe it's like a big fuck yes for you right now, you're like, oh my god, like, I need some of this in my life, then reach out to me. Either drop me a comment on this live or jump into my inbox. I don't mind either way. And yeah, I would love to connect with you, even if it's just a conversation. So yeah, thank you so much if you are here with me live. I can't actually see if anyone's live or not, so that's a bit different. And yeah, stay tuned. Drop me a follow if you don't follow me already, because yeah, I feel like I'm honestly ready to open up and share a lot more with the world of what I've learned over the last 4 years on this journey that I've been in. And I honestly think that everybody needs a piece of this, whether it's the health and wellness products, whether it's the finances, changing your financial situation, whether it's the personal development and transformation, personal growth. That's been massive for me. Yeah, I feel like I can really, really support you, and I'm truly ready to step into that version of myself, of being able to help other people achieve what I feel right now. So thanks, guys. I'll see you on the other side. Now I can't work out how to end it. There we go.